Hey, what's happening? Welcome back, everybody. So, we're getting ready to jump into a little bit of the pre-alpha testing, the playtest for Stars Reach. I think there was a brand new update came out recently. Let me see, take a look here. Game updates. Yeah, the Twilight update is what they're calling it. So, some updates to tools and weapons being refactored, some changes to stats, the potential, quality, resilience, versatility. That's kind of like the stats that a lot of resources had back in the old Star Wars Galaxies days for crafting. Some new shops in the station for tools and homesteading. Homesteading in a new architect tree. I'm looking forward to architect tree. I had an architect character back in Star Wars Galaxies. Um, yeah, long range scanning now is a thing, so that should help us with what we were doing last week. Last week, trying to find some basic metals for some crafting stuff was proving to be a slight pain, but long range scanning should work a lot better now. And some other miscellaneous improvements. So that's whoops. All right, that was the wrong button. But Nitro Nova just subscribed with Prime. Holy crap, look at all the hearts. Fountain of Hearts. Nerd. How's it going, Nitro? We uh we 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 missed you last night, so we made up a new you, technically. So you were here but you weren't. But that that actually completes our Twitch sub goal already. I forgot to mention that I changed the sub goals to just be like one a stream just to see, so that we can use the wheel a little more often. But we'll do that once we actually get into the game. Oh, look, it's Cookie. And it's not Cookie. He's gone. Carrot, what's happening? Hey, you're here just in time for us to spin the wheel. But we're gonna get into the game first before we do that, because a lot of the stuff on the wheel impacts how I play the game. All right, just saying hi. Well, that's all good. Always nice to see you, Carrot. You'll stay for the spin? Okay, then well, we should probably go ahead and get into the game then, so we're not keeping you from food too long. Maybe you can tell us what you're planning to have. All right, so we're still in our hole from last time, I guess. We were looking for metal. Tools have changed a little bit. It looks like there's more buttons. I don't know. It's changed a little bit, so I'll have to get used to the slight AI tweaks. A bunch of stuff. Veggie sauce, rice, chicken strips. Okay, good deal. I like chicken strips. Veggies really depends on what ones. You're not a cannibal, are you, Carrot? All right, so let's go ahead and see, where did I put my... There it is. Bam! We've got the whale. It's a mix. That makes sense. All right, so we're going to give this a little spin. We're going to see what we end up with. Pretty wheel. Oh, you haven't seen the wheel since I brought it back here, so let's go ahead and give it a little spin here. Spin the whale. All right, what kind of chaos are we starting the stream with today? Just kind of waiting on it. Takes his time. Arr! It's 5 minutes of Mad Captain. Mad Captain. Talk like a pirate. Are you ready, mateys? Feel like I already started, but I haven't started the timer, so just a preview of the nonsense. So yeah, it's going to be Mad Captain for 5 minutes. I hope... Oops! That's not what I wanted to do. We'll just make it go away. I still hear it clicking, but it's gone. It's not there. Okay, so 5 minutes on the clock. Yar, here we go. Be looking for the new tools. See how they be changing. If I can find me way out of this cave. blasted hole I found myself in nearly a week ago. Yar. New resources, new statistics, and for crafting. Don't know much about crafting, but we'll figure it out. If I can find me way out of this hole. Which way is up? Where the hell am I? What the hell is going on? I'm a pirate captain. I belong in the sea, not in a cave. It's been a week. I think I heard something. There may be someone lurking nearby. Smiley isn't working? Smiley be a lazy scallywag. How long is the playtest be staying this time? I think it goes till Tuesday. Seriously, what the hell is that racket? I wish there was voice chat in game. I'd call out for help from me mates. I swear we'd be going this way before. Maybe we do a little wall peeking. Somebody's been drilling holes straight to the center of the earth. It's getting dark. Don't know why the sun outside makes it dark inside. This world is strange and confusing to me. This is going to make it a whole hell of a lot harder to find the way out. I'll be telling you. Maybe I should have stuck to me sheep. Do I have to go down before I go back up? Ahoy, Andrew. How's it going? We be spinning to whale and got madcapping. So I'm stuck speaking like a pirate for the next 2.5 minutes. Arr, Carrot, enjoy your grub. While I sit here in total darkness. Oh, God. At this point, maybe I should just be trying to dig me way out. At least I know which way is up. Oh, thank you for all the text informing me about the terraformer. How can I read this like a pirate? I know some of it's covered by me webcam. Let's see. Terraformer's primary use is to excavate the resources from the ground. Point it at the ground and hold left mouse button to fire its beam. Dirt will be moved and resources gathered into your inventory. The terraformer has a battery that will drain slowly as you mine. I need to get rid of this pop-up. I get how it works. It can't be difficult. There we go. Okay. The battery is so much worse than it was a week ago. I think they said they changed all the basic tools to be low quality, encouraging people to be crafting upgrades. Oh, I be fine, Andrew. How be you? We're just trapped in limestone and shirt. And the battery of this thing doesn't last for shit. Thanks for changing the tools while I was trapped in a hole. There's got to be a way out of this hole. I've been in this hole for over 5 minutes. We started the stream in this hole. And then it got dark. At least the chert be a little bit easier to dig through than the limestone. Oh, thank God. Okay, I can stop being the Mad Captain now. That was 5 minutes of Mad Captain. I don't know, was it too much? How did I do? Rate my Mad Captain. I know there's actually, now that I think about it, there doesn't have to be a way out of this cave. It's entirely possible that in the time since I played last week, somebody filled the entrance to my hole. Not a big fan of people filling my hole without my permission. But hey, we'll find the way out. We'll make a way out. I don't even know how deep I am. I don't even know if I started digging at, like, the highest point inside this cave, which would have been the smart thing to do. Oh, come on. Up. Can't see. Stuck to wall. Almost wonder if it's faster to make a new character. Oh, the battery. The battery. Also, I think they changed what comes out of the, this crafting tool when I dump stuff on the ground. What the hell? Did nothing come out? What came out? Wait a minute. What the hell? I swear I saw daylight, but it could have just been a glitch. I swear this is where I was digging. I think this was the... Wasn't this the way out before? At least we could see in here again. Oh, God. Not that way, though there is grass. That way goes deeper. Okay. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but we'll just dig up right here. Maybe this will get us out of here. Wait. Actually, this might be onto something. Holy shit! There was a cave behind that cave-in. I think some part of this just collapsed is all. Maybe this is the way out after all. Alright. Well, if I can get at it. Oh, maybe not. Maybe. Okay, it's time for a little wall peeking, I think. We're close to the surface, it looks like. Alright. Alright. We'll just try to keep tunneling. Because oh, sheesh. There's, loose dirt. We're gonna be... Yeah, it's kind of caving in. I suppose if it caved in and killed me, it would put me out of my misery. And finally get out of this hole. Alright, up and away. Though I think I am also due to, gift out a gift sub here. Because, we did hit the goal. I changed the goal, made it a little easier, but that's cool. As long as we can try to hit it once per stream is my goal. The goal. So let's go ahead and, pop this off here, see where it goes. I'm not doing the whole drawing thing this time. I'm just gonna pop one off and see where it lands. All because Nitro, oh! That's where it lands. That seems appropriate. And it kind of figures. Carrot was one of the most recently active people here. He's gonna, after getting food, he's gonna be like, what the hell? Wonder if he's gonna get a notification. Alright, and I've got a different panel open today, so if anybody redeems anything, I should hopefully see it sooner today. I think tonight we're gonna be playing a little bit of, Viscera cleanup detail. Oh god, did I see water? I really hope I didn't see water. I want to see daylight. I want to see this thing not cave in faster than my terraformer's batteries can recharge. Oh, oof. Alright, are we getting close? Oh, jeez, I'm getting wedged here. Oh, I feel like we're close. I feel like... Whoa, hold on. Oh, jeez. Come on. Camera, cooperate. Camera, cooperate. What the hell? Did I dig from one hole into another hole? Where am I now? Is this any closer to the surface? Does feel like it went up a bit. Oh, it's getting dark again. I've been trapped down here an entire day-night cycle. Somebody help me. Send to the rescue party. Oh, the batteries. Alright, so also, there's apparently a tutorial for the Pathfinder. And this is apparently telling us about the Omni Blaster. Fires homing projectiles. Cool. Fire by clicking left mouse. That's good to know. Yeah. Continue. I kind of expected when it said continue rather than close or just exit that they were going to have more to say, but apparently they were just telling me the basic functions of my blaster. This battery, it hurts. So I knew they changed something so that you're not dumping gravel anymore, but I don't know what it didn't seem to dump anything. Oh geez. That's okay, that's gonna be a problem. We're now flooding this cave. This is gonna erode a bunch of shit. Can I get out this way though? You know, I don't care if we flood this cave. I just want out. Go ahead and flood. If there's water, it means we might have hit the surface. I just need to make a hole big enough for me to swim for it. By swim for it, I mean walk right out, because there's no swimming yet. Oh, there, I saw daylight. We just gotta clear, keep clearing. I'm not intending to drain a lake or anything, but I probably am at this point. Oh god, don't cause a cave-in on me. Just let me find my way out. How much material can be left on top if the water is already starting to flow out? There's gotta be a way out of this cave, and it's gotta be close. If I just had a better battery. Oh, I should probably, you know, while I'm at it, waiting for the battery to come back, we'll try, maybe take a look at the skill tree a little bit. Yeah, they moved. They moved Homestead, but I'm a little confused because I don't see the skills that were supposed to be involved with homesteading. Oh god, so much caved back in. Well, like I said, death would also free us from this cave. Ah, jeez. Battery, please. Need to deposit further away, but what am I even depositing? Okay. Nothing left to deposit. That's fine. I just wish I could get out of here. Yeah, you can just see the cave refilling itself. After every inch of progress I make, it gets covered back up. Why is it this way? Heard a weird noise that I'm not familiar with. Just let me out. Just let me out. Just let me out. Oh, thank God. Where was the water from? Seriously, where'd the water come from? This place looks very different from the last time I was here. Does anybody remember what it looked like last week? Because I feel like there's a lot more trees. A lot more variety. Somebody died over there. Remember all this foliage, but whatever. We made it back to civilization. I want to go back to the station for now. Man, everything's got a tutorial now. The Lathe's got a tutorial. The stove had a tutorial. Refinery's got a tutorial. All the crafting stations have little tutorials now. Toolmaker, which is something I might have to look into now, because I might need some better tools. I can build my own Omni Blaster. We just don't have any of the resources. Just kind of taking a look at what we got here. All right, I'm going back to the space station. Go check out the new stores. What I feel like we need right now. Oh my god, what's happening here? Is this oh, things are just popping in. Loading is happening in a weird way. This looks like, oh, there it is. I was like, where's the space station? I see part of the space station, but the whole space station isn't loading. At least we're home ish. Frame rate is a little on the chunky side right now. I think it might have something to do with the things that are spawning and fighting in here. It seems to smoothed out a little. Whoa. Kind of feels like the frame rate's bad when I look this direction. But it's better when I look the other way? So we've got mission boards. Where are these new things that I'm looking for? Also, I'm still a little confused. There we go. We'll just pop that in there. Trying to tweak things here. I don't know why the bot is spamming that message. It's supposed to only say that message after 25 messages. It is not. It is not. And what happened was you missed the other part of what I do when I hit the goal. I'm basically just kind of matching subs at the moment to try to build the community. Whew. Getting a little laggy here in this area. But yeah, so I just gifted a random sub and you caught it. Congratulations. I'm trying to find the store. Has anybody seen the store? Basic shop. Title shop. Homesteader shop. Okay, these are the things I was looking for. Alright. Starter tools. Hype potato. Well, you're welcome, Carrot. You should also thank Nitro, because Nitro was the one that used her Prime sub to trigger the goal, so... Why is my shop not opening? Let's try the other shop. Can't get the shops to open. That's weird. There is a bit of lag going on here, so I wonder if there's... And there's some particle effects that seem to be stuck. I wonder if I broke. I see people. Am I still connected? Yeah, because I had some... So from what I understand, they moved the... They moved to the location of the station since the last update. Which makes some sense, because it used to be, I guess, a lot lower? The portals still seem to... The portals seem to be somewhere else. So we'll go maybe go check out one of the portals. I wonder if the planets are... I wonder if they've changed what planets are around. Because I see... Oh, there's a wormhole there. And I see at least 3 different portals that are lit up here. So there's definitely a planet we didn't go to last time. Alright, let's see. And yeah, Andrew, for some reason the daily is... Ooh! I saw the name of the portal change to data missing. And then we had a slight game crash there. So we tried to go to data missing, apparently. It was acting a little weird and clunky, so we'll just reboot it. It is a pre-alpha test after all, and this is a brand new patch that they're testing with brand new stuff. So I'm not going to be too harsh on this right now. Drop Bear got me. Damn you, Drop Bear. I do want to try to maybe do a little bit of crafting stuff today if I can. Maybe see if I can get a terraformer with better battery. Just, oh man, this basic battery is miserable. But hey, that's kind of the way starting out an MMO should be. The tools shouldn't be very good, and you should progress and get better stuff. Right? Ding! But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and increase the timer on that message, since the drunk bot doesn't listen to me when I tell it don't do that message unless there's been at least 25 messages in chat, right? That's what I want. That's what I asked it to do. But it just keeps spitting it out every 5 minutes. I said 5 minutes and 25 messages. That way, if there was a lot of active chat, it would be every 5 minutes. But if there's not a lot of active chat, the bot does not need to post it on top of itself. You know what I mean? And that one right there is probably because I changed the settings. So it restarted the timer. Alright, so what... I think this is... Did we visit this world? I don't remember going to this world. But I forgot to mention. Look at that. This is kind of I think, a little bit of a bug. Where your character kind of doesn't spawn with clothes. And then you end up with Hot Pants Cat. And Hot Pants Cat loves to dance. Dance, Hot Pants Cat, dance! Yes, yes. Skynet is here to try to recruit people for my Stars Reach guild. That's exactly what the machines would be doing. Oh, no, I don't need to fall into another hole. Why are there holes so close to the spawn here? Alright, let's see. Do I not? Okay, I still have my grapple. I don't remember what button activates grapple, but since we are at a safe zone, let's go ahead and maybe upgrade some of our skills. Can't upgrade any of that. I would like to upgrade Toolmaker. Oh, wow. Look at all the skills they have in Toolmaker. Are these all different tools? Because they did break some of the tools into multiple tools. And I don't know how that goes. Growth beacon. So gravity mesh. That is something I wanted to make last week, but it's gonna take a lot of resources and stuff to figure that out. Architect, there it is. Initial homestead. I guess I have that unlocked, even though I don't have architect unlocked, because it used to be in Ranger. I don't know though. Locking initial homestead behind a crafting profession? I don't know. I don't know if that quite fits either. I do feel like Ranger, it made some sense. You advance the camping line until you can unlock a homestead. So maybe there needs to be a category of skills that are just for kind of universal skills that every player is going to want, you know, certain essentials. Like having an initial homestead seems like an essential thing that everybody's going to want to do. And not everybody's going to want to be an architect, right? So to become an architect, I have to craft enough to get 300 experience. And then I can unlock architect. And I don't know how much architect experience it would have taken to get the initial homestead because we already had it unlocked. I don't know, maybe this is just a temporary home as well. In the meantime, I'll see if I can maybe spend some of these points here on hopper size and yield. Doesn't do anything from my damn battery. Gain the ability to collate the nav points you've collected so far and narrow down the missing waypoints might be located. Okay, that's kind of cool. I like that. I might save up for that. But I no longer really feel compelled to do a lot of ranger stuff because I was doing that to get the homestead. So now I be lacking a reason. Instead, I got to start figuring out crafting. So I got to figure out what I can craft, what resources I can get. That's where we left off last time, though. We were trying to make a camp kit so that we could, or a title selector. Was it a title selector we were trying to make? I am not using anti-gravium to make a title selector. I just want to see how much experience it gets me. And I think I wanted to build a drone light, but we couldn't figure out reactive gas. We couldn't figure out where reactive gas comes from. Camp kit. We don't have enough gemstone. We apparently don't have any very common metal. I don't know what classifies very common. But the good news is, like I said, in the latest patch, they tweaked things so that surveying can be done from a greater distance. Okay, so I guess this is the stuff we can now survey for. Alright, maybe we'll just look for iron. Alright, so... There, woo! That was a big bubble. Was there any iron? Didn't really give me any feedback. Oh, hold on a second. We gotta get rid of these homestead boundaries. I hate seeing them. I hate seeing them when I'm, you know, not just trying to figure out the bounds of things. Oh, hold on. What was that? I saw something. Oh, this way. Okay. So they've definitely changed a lot about how surveying works. It's telling me to go this way for iron. And the question is, will it still highlight the actual iron when I get close enough? I'm a little worried this deep inside this mountain. But I'm going to go over the mountain before I try to go through the mountain because the battery on this thing just sucks so bad. Let's go Skyrim my way up this. Oh, God. How did I get into essentially first person? Up, 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 up. Oh my god, and over. This is literally just a paper-thin wall. Maybe I should have, maybe I should have tried to plow my way through it. I would have got through in no time. Okay, but seriously, where's the iron? Resource selected far below your elevation. Okay, well. It is kind of angled down. I'm just trying to see if there's any, It's basically underneath me. Yeah, Oh, geez. I didn't mean to make friends. I'm sorry. Oh, here we go. Look at this. This helps us go down. We want to try to dig in from the lowest possible point so we're not digging through everything. Found iron nearby. Oh, there it is. We can actually see it. We're close. Beautiful. Okay, so this is where we want to kind of try to start digging down, I guess. Here we go. Oh, we're dealing with sand right here. I don't know if that's a good thing. This could prove to be a problem. So I think we gotta dig into the rock here first to get away from the loose sand a little bit. Then we can try to dig down. If I had the right tools, I could kind of build a little, like, retaining wall and prevent the sand from going in. I discovered granite. Oh, that's what that sound must have been when I was confused earlier. Just digging through a whole lot of nonsense here. Yeah, look at this. Look at this sand. This sand be a pain in my ass. I didn't bring my pail or my little shovel. This planet, I'm not a fan of. It's a desert world with lots of sand. There's iron here, but there's so much more sand. I think I'm gonna go try a different world. Fighting sand with this small battery is too much. I can't handle it. But that does mean we'll probably lose Hot Pants Cat. We'll probably end up with clothes again. Ugh, clothes. Though this definitely is the right environment for Hot Pants, right? Blazing hot desert? Maybe. Oh, so much climbing. You know, it does occur to me, technically, I do still have a grappling hook. I just don't remember how to use it. Maybe I need to, hold on, since they've made some changes to things, maybe I need to, can I? Oh, I can't unequip it when I'm not in a safe zone. You can't change your equipment out in the world. Just in a safe zone. Alright, up the wall. Okay, stop sliding down the wall and start climbing the wall, please. Something's trying to kill me! Leave me alone! I really need a grav mesh. I want to try to craft one eventually, but I can't get enough resources to craft anything at the moment. Meanwhile, other players have, like, shining beacons of what looks like lots of metal. I wonder what that is made out of. I am leaving this world. There's far too much sand. I don't like sand. Bye-bye, Sand World. Always the bane of my existence. Alright, what world could we try next? You know, there was that wormhole world. It might be the same world we started on, but if we have a long-range scanner, that might work better. I might be okay with that. Go into the light. Whoosh. Alright. Home sweet home, I think. It's doing that weird thing where it's spawning us in, like, before everything is loaded. Also, it kind of feels like there's, for some reason, dirt over the starting area. Ha! Why is the starting area so close to the... I don't remember this being a thing. I guess this is a new world I haven't been to before. So the fact that there's dirt and grass over the spawning area and covering some of the... That might just be a generation thing for randomly generated planets. Might just be a slight bug. Pathfinder, thank you. Don't need that. Alright, let's see. What are we looking for on this planet? Which one of these metals do you think is, like, the least valuable? Maybe nickel? I don't know. I don't know metals. I'm just thinking the least valuable is probably the one that would help us craft the low-end stuff, so... Resources detected above my elevation? Okay. This looks like a cool world. I like this. It's lush and green. And I don't see any sand. I approve. What the hell is that? Just a hair. I feel like we're on about the right level now. Maybe a little above it. Oh, there it is. Look. Metal. Alright, now we're just gonna find a good place to kind of dig down. Do a little dig. Oh, that looks like a jaguar. It's called a prowler. Probably wants to eat me. Alright, I guess we'll start right here. We are dealing with some soil, but I think if we get past the soil, we'll be fine. Hopper's full. Oh, there we go. It's actually working. It wasn't working on the other planet. But yeah, we're just basically dumping... I don't know what we're dumping, but if they changed it, it's not gravel anymore. I don't know what it is. This looks like junk. Oh wait, somebody already dug a hole over here. Does this hole go down to metal? It kind of doesn't look like it goes anywhere. I'll go back to digging my own hole then. Oh geez, as soon as I get out of this hole. Alright, I think I was digging here. Okay, I'm just gonna try to dig more or less straight down. Because that's gonna help me deal with the soil the easiest, I think. Because if I dig at an angle, that just invites more soil to come sliding down the angle, the gradient. So we'll just go straight on down. We're getting a lot of just, you know, bare soil. I don't know if we're making progress. Could be a lot of soil rolling down this hill. Yeah, there's a lot of shifting soil. This might not be the best digging spot. Yeah, I feel like whatever hole I make is immediately gone. Okay. Changed my mind. I do want to dig in this hole that someone else made. But we need to go down and over there. Got it. There we go. Oh, we found marble. This is a fancy cave. Okay, in here, maybe I should dig at more of a gradient. I don't know. Try to flatten things out here. Just a little bit so I can actually move around and stay feet on the ground. Okay, is there anywhere else, or is it just over there? Just over there, okay. I hope my upgraded yields will help me get more than the basic amount of copper I was getting from the last mining trip. I think I got five units of copper total in the last mining trip. And that was enough to make, like, one title selector. Which I never actually made, because... screw it. So I guess that planet we started on might not be accessible to anybody anymore. Stephanie's up. Just trying to get over to this nickel deposit. Even though my terraformer has the world's worst battery. If I can't get the resources and earn the crafting experience, I can never make a better terraformer. I almost wonder if that's what we should do first. Just focus on getting a better terraformer. Where would that even be in crafting? I think it's under tool making. And it does look like it's one of the earlier ones. So I would need to, from crafting, unlock Toolmaker for 300 experience. And then I need to unlock the terraformer. Then I could make my own terraformer and try to make one that's better. In the meantime, we're just digging through marble. I mean, that's a nice resource. I like marble. We can make a fancy house. Just really show off. Make it entirely out of marble blocks. Can I not climb on marble? Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay, this is a problem. Okay, I didn't reset my grappling hook to see if I could get it to work. Just Skyrim. Skyrim like your life depends on it. Skyrim! I don't think you can climb on marble. And I think it's getting dark again. Alright, need to be further away. Alright, let's see. Go the deep part of my hole here. I need to, Okay, what I'm gonna have to do here is dump some of my stuff out. And then if I could try to maybe create a little bit of a ledge for me to climb up onto. So it's a little bit more of a Skyrimable surface. Okay, whoop, hold on. Where am I? What am I looking at? I think I didn't make it up. It's dark and the camera is not cooperating. Okay, I seriously have no idea where I even am at the moment. I only have limited operation of my hopper is full. So if we can't get out of this mess, we might be in trouble. Well, I made it up slightly, which means I could probably get a little bit more of my hopper dumped out. And if I just maybe work on drilling into this ledge here. This works. This works. Oh, we made it out. Okay. So we're going to have to be a little more careful with how we do that. Blackheart has emerged to revenge itself. Huh. Apparently people have been murdering deer and made Blackheart mad? Don't look at me, it wasn't me. Alright, we need to dig down at an angle, not into a pit. Apparently I can't climb on marble. Alright, come on, a little more angle. There we go. Is that an angle? Is that a climbable, walkable angle? Alright. Let's not lose sight of the goal. Where are we going? We're going over there. Got it. I'm gonna go mostly level now. Not gonna try to dig down any further. Just forward. To resources. It's slow going, but we'll get there. And we'll collect lots of marble along the way. Marble. Metamorphic rock. Derived from overheated chalk, dolomite, or limestone. Refined into ruby. Okay, I can turn marbles into rubies? Cool. Lots of interesting information there. Refining is another skill that I could look into. It could be very useful, I imagine. But right now, I'm just okay with taking the marble as is. Trying to get over to that nickel. We get a little closer and more cubes appear, so there might be an even bigger outcropping, bigger vein to mine. Wonder if in the future if marble will be a resource worth collecting. Like, if it'll be sought after for any sort of architectural or building needs. Because I don't know how rare it's going to end up being in the main game. I almost said final game, but I guess technically when you're talking about an MMO, there's no such thing as a final game. They're always developing, always adding new content. I'm looking forward to when they eventually get around to releasing the journalism profession. That's probably not on their top priority list, but it essentially gives additional resources to players who are also potentially content creators. Like remote cameras and other stuff, I think, has been talked about. Writing articles onto some sort of newsnet in the game. So that could be fun to kind of mix into things. Alright, hopper's full. I gotta get back out of here. It's still dark, though, unfortunately, so it's a little difficult to find my way out, but I kind of got it figured out now. Sun should be right. What the hell is that? Who the... Hey, that's a name I recognize. They're just collecting a resource up here, it seems. Fair enough. They've got they've got their resource mining operation. I've got mine. Seriously though, I want to know what the weird red glow is in the sky. What is that thing? Alright, back into the hole. Back after my resources. Interesting running into just another random player out in the middle of the wilderness here. It seems to also be mining a bunch of stuff. Now see, one thing I really need to figure out, really need to learn is the crafting experience universal, or is it divided up into its sub-professions? Like, if I craft tools, am I also going to get experience I could use for other things? Uh-oh. Hey, Alexa, what's happening? Ooh, Alexa drop bears. Meow. Poor Meow. So how you doing, Alexa? This is officially turned into the Diggy Diggy Hole stream. Which is kind of like what it was last time, but... Or at least at the end last time, but, you know. This time, we have long-range scanning. That is a great improvement, in my opinion. Just got back from Ballroom a bit ago. The day feels like it's barely started. I don't know. So legit X-ray. You are correct, Shinji. That is... It is a skill and ability of the terraformer in this game. So, yes. Legit X-ray. Last week when we were playing, it only worked short range, so you had to be, like, standing really close to the stuff, but now it has a long range mode that really helps you narrow down where stuff is. And it was needed. This game is eventually going to have it's not going to have infinite worlds, but it's going to have infinite world possibilities, if that makes sense. Like, there will only technically be so many worlds that exist at a time. But as old worlds get mined, strip mined and mined out of existence and such, they'll generate new worlds. Old worlds will vanish. Apparently the portals and wormholes to other worlds will collapse after they've been used up. Which kinda happened. The world I started on today, I think, is no longer accessible. Because I think the wormhole to that world was closed. So... Oh look, there's another player here now. That's not a name I recognize. This name I've seen before. I don't know them, but I've definitely seen them around. You basically got up, fed the cats, ate lunch, went to ballroom and back. Oh, okay, well I got up this morning and took care of a baby. So I kind of feel like I've been up and going for a little bit more. I definitely feel like I've reached probably the halfway point of the day. A little beyond. Which, yeah, after this stream, I also have to take care of a baby and have dinner for a little bit before coming back tonight, which I guess we're doing Viscera cleanup detail tonight for the evening stream. I think that's what we're doing. It might end up being a slightly shorter stream than a typical Saturday stream. I don't know. Depends on how quickly the people I'm playing with want to murder me for making a bigger mess out of everything that we're trying to clean up. Because mistakes will happen, and messes will be made, and buckets will become hats. These are the promises I make. Of course, I think probably next week we'll get back to Supermarket Together next Saturday. Because I think everybody's going to be back around so we can continue. There was a new update in that, too. All the games that I'm playing had new updates. This had a new update. Supermarket Together had a new update. And I definitely think we're going to be doing more RimWorld with crowd control on the schedule next week, too. Got yourself a very needy cat. I've almost made it to the deposit of metal that I want. Oh, Alexa, did I tell you about the batteries? I've told everybody else about the batteries. Batteries are now the bane of my existence. Yeah, they wanted to increase the sense of progression since this is an MMO. So they made the starting tools, batteries, and other stats really bad to encourage people to craft new tools that are better. So when I logged back into the game today, I was inside that cave that we logged out of last time. And I couldn't find my way out because I think some of it had kind of collapsed and caved in. And I was desperately trying to find my way out. I had to start trying to tunnel my way out, which was not working well because the battery was so terrible. Dump the junk. There we go. Oh, jeez. Be blasting from the other side of the hill there. I mean, I probably could have killed myself, but in game, but I chose not to because I didn't feel like that would be appropriate. More like I was being stubborn, but you know. Plus, Nitro showed up and did her prime sub, and I had to spin the whale, and then I had to spend 5 minutes talking like a pirate, which I thought was kind of fun, talking like a pirate while trapped inside a cave. Pirates do not belong in caves. They belong out at sea. Wow! And then I matched the Prime sub with a gift sub, and I went to Carrot. So now Carrot's sub. You always get them backwards? How do you mix up the two wows? I put in extra O's on the one that's longer. Yeah, he stopped by when he was making dinner, I think. But yeah, more O's, longer wow. So I guess you really wanted Owen Wilson, huh? Wow. I'll give you my my version. It's actually kind of funny now that I think about it. That WoW that you played costs as much as joining the colony in RimWorld. I mean, I feel like joining the colony in RimWorld is a better value, but people like to play the sound effects, so I found the nickel. Finally. I wonder where the next deposit will be, because this actually does not look like as much as I was hoping for. I don't even know what tier of resource nickel is. I'm just trying to figure it out. Now here's the part that bothers me. I'm like right there, so close to the nickel. And there are other players around, and I just really, really, really don't want somebody to just come join me in my hole and just start stealing my nickel. I worked for this. Which is a thing that could actually happen. The absolute worst thing that could possibly happen is if somebody came and plopped their homestead on it. Because then that would stop me from mining it. But I don't think we got to worry too much about that. There's plenty of worlds and plenty of space for all the players out there. So I don't think anybody's going to come in here and start stealing my nickel. Yeah, it was 75 for animals. How much was limb replacement again? I forget what I priced these things. 350. Cause see, basically what I did was I took the default price in coins that crowd control gave me, and then when I decided what price to make that same reward in channel points, I just tried to figure out how long would it take to earn free coins to get that reward. Then how long would it take to earn channel points to get that reward? And I tried to balance it like that. Approximately. It can't be perfect, but close. So close to the nickel. Yeah, animals are cheap even by default, I guess. Or animals self-tames. Oh, I'm starting to see where the nickel is. I've reached the cubes. This wall should contain nickel. There it is. I discovered nickel. A very small amount of nickel so far, but it looks like there is more, so I'm just gonna chew up this line, and then we'll see what kind of resource this is. Where is it? There it is. Nickel. We've already got 2 units. That's good. It's a common metal. I think I was looking for a very common metal. So this might actually be a rarer resource than I wanted. But if it lets us craft some stuff and earn some crafting experience, then that's good. Just kind of sweep over the nickel here. Alright, so that nickel's gone. Now we just go down the line. There's a little bit down here. Oh, I desperately need better batteries. Oh, a little bit more down there, too. Oh, hopper's full. And it's getting dark. We made a serious tunnel, though. Yep. If I can just find my way out. I guess the good news is, technically speaking, it is dark in the hole, but even though my hopper's full, I can still fire the beam, which gives me some light. Is somebody, I think, was just mining out stone or something here? Right next to... Someone also dug this initial tunnel, too. But I'm the one that dug down and towards the nickel, so... Oh, there's some more nickel that way? Yeah, we'll take care of what's close first. Whew. We'll go back and see what this will allow us to craft after a bit here. We'll get this vein before anybody else can. Then we'll go back to base. craft a few things and see if we can get a few new skills unlocked. I want the tool making skill. Then I want to find good resources for crafting myself a better terraformer. So what that involves is unlocking Toolmaker, and then crafting until we can make the terraformer. And then after that, I suppose we could potentially try to get the grav mesh, the gravity mesh, potentially the jetpack. That would be useful. Due to the inability of meatbags to take care of his own problems, the servitor guardians have taken it upon themselves to rid the world of the menace. This has been noted in our records. Oh, the servitors aren't happy with us. I guess that's what happens when a boss despawns and no one killed it. The servitors get mad at us and think we can't handle our own problems. Well, to be fair, it wasn't my problem to begin with. I didn't piss off the deer, and I didn't encounter the deer, so... The servitors can just note that I had nothing to do with it. No, Alexa, why? How rude of you. Can't believe you'd do that to me. $15-minute drop bear time? I think approximately, yes. I mean, it takes him a little bit of time to go back to sleep. I mean, that's kind of how it is for me, I feel like. I thought it used to be 30 minutes? I don't think so. I thought 15 was always standard. I am a little disheartened by the fact that this is not a whole lot of nickel. It does appear that as we... It's only marking the closest cubes, I think. So, as we mine some of these cubes away, more cubes are revealing themselves. So there might be more nickel around here than I realize. I feel like marble's pretty sturdy, right? Like, I shouldn't expect to cave in when I'm mining through a bunch of marble. Right? Hopper's full again. I wish I had a closer dump hole to dump all this garbage. But in order to have a dump hole down there, I would have to dig a dump hole. So instead, I just come out here. Make a big ugly mess. Someone's mining nearby. I heard them. Back down into the mines. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy diggy hole. You want to dig a hole in Minecraft now? Well, if you can hold off a little while, we're eventually going to do some Minecraft-related stuff. Probably with crowd control. In crowd control, the audience can dig a hole under you. Are we almost done with that vein? There we go, okay. There's definitely more around here. More than I initially realized. Alright, I can come back to this hole and dig some more, but we've got about 17, so let's go see what 17 gets us. What we can use 17 nickel for. And if nickel turns out to be useless, we can try checking out one of the other metals on the planet. Now I just gotta try to remember. I guess if I use the long-range scanner, it's still gonna... I'm getting chased by a prowler. If I use the long-range scanner, it's still gonna take me back to that hole. Because that was the closest nickel to the starting area. Oops. Alright, we've made it. The hell was that? Made it back to base. Alright, I'm a little confused. I can't seem to remove my equipment. And I don't think my grappling hook's been working, so it's a bit rough. Alright. I can potentially make about 3 of these title selectors. Without any alloys or plastics, I can't make myself a blaster, which is weird. Interesting, look at this. So, you know, all resources have, like, 4 different qualities. I don't have any of them in that one to show off, but... yeah, I don't have a very common metal, so I can't make camping kits. I do have enough for that, I just don't have the reactive gas. I would love to make that light, but I can't. So, let me take a look here. So with every one of these things, we have 4 different stats. Potential, quality, resilience, and versatility. So 4 different unique stats that play into it. And if you look at the blaster, it looks like the different stats affect different parts of the blaster. Like the homing radius is affected by potential. The turning radius is affected by quality. Battery regen is related to the resilience, and then max battery is tied to whatever that other stat was. Versatility, okay. So that means if I'm going to make myself a crafting, or a terraformer, a digging tool, I definitely want high versatility and resilience. Because that's probably going to affect max battery and battery regen. So, this copper I have is not bad. But the problem is, that planet's no longer accessible, I don't think. So, I can't get more of this copper. So, the stats on this copper are lost. This anti-gravium, which I think is also from a planet that I can't get back to, has good versatility. But this nickel is terrible, and I don't want to use it for anything meaningful. So, let's just see how much crafting experience I get from making a title select. Did I get any experience from a title select? I got like, what, is that 5? Did I get 5 experience? See what happens if I do that again. Yeah, I got like 5 experience. All of that nickel I just mined up was worth a grand total of like 15 experience. Oof. Oof. There's got to be a better way to get crafting experience, right? Oh my. I can refine oil. I think that's how I was getting experience before. Craft another. Craft another. Craft another. This is probably the better method. Why am I looking for metals when I can just sit here and make a bunch of oil out of rocks? Is that how this works? Is that how reality works? Oh yes, it definitely needs more balancing. But this 3 second cooldown on crafting the oil makes this a little bit tedious, but you know. Got to be a process somehow. Maybe if it was a little bit flashier. Like maybe if I was watching a progress bar of something get crafted rather than just a timer ticking down on the craft another button, it would be more satisfying. But who wants to sit there and watch a timer countdown, huh? This is probably a good amount of experience, right? So, I guess I might as well use up the last of that resource. And then I could also use the coal and might as well use this limestone. There we go. That's good. Why are there two different oils? Oh, one can be made with wood. I'm making the one with stone. That's what I got. Okay, look at that. Look at that. That was so much more. It was so much more crafting experience than all that effort to get nickel. I'm clearly doing it wrong here. There we go. Just keep crafting it. Use up the coal. Wait till I'm out of ingredients, and then we'll reassess everything. Alright, I lack ingredients. Made a fair amount of oil. I've got different types of oil. Wonder if there's anything I could do with all these other random odds and ends. So I now have enough to become a tool maker. I'm now a tool maker. And yeah, okay, so it still uses crafting experience, so it doesn't matter how I get the experience. It'll go towards tool making. So if I can just go get a bunch of chert, I can turn it into oil, and then I can get experience to learn how to craft. That's a good deal. Can I actually look for chert? Chalk? Granite? Pumice? Are any of these chert-like? I could maybe try to get some chalk. Maybe chalk is effective. Far above this elevation is chalk. I'm hoping chalk is easier to mine and can be turned into oil. If it has those two qualities, then we've found something useful. But it's interesting to think about, because there are 4 qualities. There are 4 qualities of every resource. I wonder if it will be possible to find, like, an alpha resource, which is just tons and tons of just really good stats. All 4 stats, really good. If that's possible, then everybody's going to want to get a hold of alpha resources. Because I know in Star Wars Galaxies, there were a lot more than just 4 stats. And those 4, and the stats that they could have, since there were so many different stats, it was almost impossible to find a resource that had a good value in all of the possible stats. But if there's only 4 stats in this game, it's going to be possible to find resources that are good in all stats. At least I would imagine it would be. Unless there's something coded into it to prevent having high values in every single quality. Man, the chalk is really far away. I kind of expected chalk to be more common than this. Found chalk. Somebody has already dug the chalk. I found someone's leftover chalk. Great. That's just what I wanted. Someone's leftover dregs. Great. There better be more somewhere. No chalk found. Seriously, there's no chalk left on the whole planet? Or just within the long range of the long-range sensor? Nah, there's straight up no chalk left on the planet. It's not even in the list anymore of selectable options. That was the last chalk. Something tells me chalk may not have been an original resource on this planet. I wonder if this stuff can be turned into... Can this stuff be turned into it? Oh, there's some down there. Okay. And there's some right here. Alright, this conglomerate. I wonder if that can be used. I need to kind of check something. Is there like a recipe guide or something? Icefall. Oh no. It's about to rain nearly absolute zero ice. That doesn't sound pleasant. I don't see it though. Anybody see the ice? It says icefall ends in 20 minutes. Is it gonna be raining ice for 20 minutes? I don't know how I feel about this. So this stuff, this conglomerate stuff, apparently is easy to mine, but can it actually be used for anything? Erodes into sand. Refines into... well, I don't know if that actually does what I want it to. What happened to the other resource we were using before? Limestone erodes into chalk. Oh, you know what? Maybe that's what happened. Maybe that was exposed limestone up here that eroded. That's another possibility. Okay, so some shit's on fire over there. I'm just gonna go back and see if any of the things that I just found can be turned into oil, because then that can maybe kind of guide us towards what we want to try to go looking for. Also, is there some way to forcibly erode the limestone that I have? The potato has been drop-beared. The potato got mashed. I have made a bunch of friends running through the forest at night. Feels appropriate. Why are the bunnies mad at me? What did I do? Killer rabbits. Oh look, Kitty. Is a person named Kitty. I thought it was actually going to be a kitty. Slightly disappointed. Okay, sedimentary rocks. Okay, so this conglomerate stuff does in fact count Which this might then be the best thing we can turn into oil. So let's see if there's a closer source of that we don't have to go all the way back there. We just need this nonsense to be close. Found conglomerate nearby. Where? Oh. Well, that's a slight problem because that's under the starting area. I need to find a source that's a little bit further away. Apparently there's a bunch just right under our feet here. Alright, well. Why not dig straight down? Diggy diggy hole. But I do have a slight problem. My hopper is full. I kind of wonder what happens if I dump a bunch of nonsense next to the barrier. Does that act like a wall to kind of build this up? Can I literally just put it onto the wall? Guess I can't put it directly onto the wall, but if I put it against the wall will hold it up. Now, where was that kind of sort of hole I started? I know it was next to a tree. Was it next to this tree? Yeah, here it is. Okay. We're just gonna go get whatever this nonsense is. This isn't Minecraft. I can dig straight down if I want to, right? Probably not, because all of this loose soil is just gonna refill the hole as I dig it. But that's probably actually a better reason to dig straight down, because without a sloped gradient for all this stuff to go down, straight down is probably gonna have the least rolling down into my hole. So it does appear that a lot is still gonna be rolling into my hole. What else counts as sedimentary, I wonder? Take another look. My logic isn't logicking? What do you mean? Chalk, chert, coal, conglomerate, limestone, sandstone. What about granite? I mean, the way I see it, if I create a sloped hole digging down into the earth, dirt is going to just be able to keep sliding down into it. But if I dig straight down, eventually the dirt that's on top is going to have all gone in, and I'll have removed it all. But if I'm digging at an angle, there's more of the angle along the surface of the hole where stuff can fall into my hole. Right? Do I need to draw a picture? Because I know I'm not the best at explaining things. But if I dig a hole straight down, there's just a circle. One circle. And the dirt falls in from the edge of the circle. If I dig at an angle down, there ends up being a long oval on the surface. And that long oval, dirt can fall in from all the edges. Why have you brought this upon me? Bad kitty. Kitty got me killed. Yes, a circle instead of an oval. Because then there's less... It's not surface area, it's... What would the outer edge of the circle be? Perimeter. Perimeter. Something like that, yes. That's the... These things are fast. And they blend in with the grass. Stupid giant insect creatures. I mean, they're not that big, but for insects, that's big. I know they drop insect meat. And apparently acid. Alright, try to get centered up here. And once again, trying to dig straight down. But then again, if this whole thing is just loose soil, it's going to end up just being a giant divot. It's not going to help me in any way, shape, or form. Not as bad as trying to dig into sand, though, I imagine. I already left another planet because I didn't want to dig in sand. There are methods to dig in sand, though. Yeah, I see. My thought was I would hit a harder material faster. And if I hit a harder material under the dirt, then I would get past what would essentially be just a divot. Pardon me for being optimistic. Like I said, still could be worse. If I was digging in sand. I don't like sand. We're very close to the stuff, though, so divot or no divot, we can get this conglomerate, we can turn it into oil, and we can get some crafting experience. That's all I want. Hi, random. Funny seeing you here. It's so random. Okay. Hopper's full. Oh, hey, I found the button for my grappling hook. Turns out it isn't broken. I just forgot what button it was. Alright, at least we have that going. That could have gotten me out of that hole earlier a lot easier. Alright, there's the stuff I want right there. Why are you sleepy? Didn't you go to bed last night? I mean, we stopped stream probably a little earlier than I was, I stopped stream probably a little earlier than I was expecting. You got paged at 2 in the morning. Oh, good God. You poor, poor creature. Waiting for this divot to cause this tree problems. But I've almost reached the resource I was after. Can't tell how much further away it is. You know, I'm starting to think maybe, just maybe. Oh, it actually kind of seems like it's actually... Oh, it's really far down there. Maybe it would have been better for me to try to get the refining. If we go with refining instead... Oh, wow. Never mind. Some of that's really expensive. But if I... Soils. If I could refine soils, that would probably be... So I could refine soils into different things. And I have so much soil that it would be so easy. It would be so much crafting experience. Why am I not doing that? Ugh. That just means I need to get stuff so that I can do that. I need to check some things. I need to go back to the space station and see if it's possible to get slightly better tools, because they do have a tool shop there. Oh, jeez. I'm trapped in the wormhole. Get me out of this thing. Passing comet? Space movement. Yeah, thanks for the tutorial, but, yeah, I didn't need the space movement tutorial distracting me there. I get how space movement works. What I need is space shopping. Tool station. Okay, so it cost 1,000 to get a terraformer. Would it be better than my current terraformer? I don't know. I don't know what this does. I don't know what the Homesteader store does. But hey, you know what? Let's maybe do a little... Let's get away from the mining and the crafting a little bit. Let's maybe do a mission. Can we get a couple missions to the same place? Double down. Survey Baractus. Okay, we could potentially survey Baractus. There's also can't harvest on Baractus. Kill a formidable thing on Baractus? We can try. Alright, we're going to try to go do a couple things on Baractus. Baractus was one of the planets that was available last time, so we've been there. We'll go back there. They've moved all the portals so that they're floating out in space now. They're not just hanging out at the station. I think they're trying to spread people out a little more, spread things out a little more. Big asteroids. I could try to do asteroid mining. Let me actually take a look at something here. Whoops. How did I go through when I didn't walk through? I landed on the platform and that was good enough. I got pulled in. Actually, this is... Wait, no, this is the planet we were on. This is the planet we were on getting copper last time. I thought it was the wormhole planet, but I guess not. It was Baractus. I think there's asteroids falling somewhere. I don't know where, but it's shaking the world. Oh, my God. How about right there in front of me? These are diamond chunks? That mean it just spawned some diamond here? That's not what I wanted. Hold on. This diamond? Is there diamond in here? Is this where it landed? There's a whole bunch of junk. There was some chert. Chert is good. What is this? That's just junk. So some of this might be chert. Yeah, look at this. This is chert. This is stuff I can turn into oil. Maybe this is a better planet to be on. Just harvesting chert. We'll go try to do our missions first, but after that... We might be able to get some easier oil here, because what is this stuff right here? Is this chert? No, that's diorite. Can diorite turn into oil? I have all these questions, and I just have to learn the answers. And then maybe we can learn how to refine things. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Discovered Thunderhoof? Oh, jeez. These are not the friends I wanted to make. Leave the kitty alone. Ow, ow, ow. That really hurts. Yeah, I think that's the thing we're supposed to kill. But now, I gotta wait for my health to come back. Alright. It's just called an invader. Are my bullets just exploding right behind it? Oh, we're burning the forest down. Cool. We're also burning me down. Don't particularly want to be burnt down, but... Gondor calls for aid! It's stuck on a burning tree. I've completed the mission. And only burnt down half the forest. For the record, that was the ball hog that lit the trees on fire, not me. And my other mission is way over there. Guess we can make it over there. Wonder where the best tool-making resources can be found. And will it even matter? Because will it be on the wormhole planet, and will the wormhole planet still be there next time? You're a strange noise. Sounds almost like static. Alright, scaring local wildlife a bit here. My missions just had to be in opposite directions, didn't they? What a shame. $330 meters. It is nice to see just some random players hanging out from time to time. What do we got here? Tixie and Nightwolf. Being a cat is popular. Feel like I've seen more cats today than anything else. I wonder when they'll be adding some of the new races, the new species. Alright, so this is what we're looking for here. This... in this general area. Is this the one we need to click? I think that was it. Okay. Good to know. So, since we're on this planet... you know, maybe now's not a good time. Things are swarming around me. Quick, take cover in someone's homestead. I feel like I'm safe here. What weird architecture. What is this even made out of? Alright, so I was wanting to find chert. I taking damage from something while inside here? There's chert underneath this building. I can't mine that. I need to move somewhere else for chert. Not down a huge hole. Not down a huge hole full of owl deer. Who left this hole here? And who filled it full of owl deer? There's owl deer at the top of the hole, too. Holy shit, that's a massive pit. Almost died just from falling in it. Wait a minute, didn't this used to be a lake? Oh god, they're gonna murder me. The wildlife is really kind of run amok in this area. Okay, am I safe now? Is it good? Chert. I don't want to dig that deep for chert. There's got to be some chert closer to the surface. Like that chert that I just tripped over, yes. This'll do. This'll do nicely. Look at that. There's so much chert here. So I take this, I turn it into oil. I get refining, I refine soil. And then after that, maybe I can get the resources I need for a better mining tool. And then I can try to find the resources to make a grav mesh. What a convoluted process. But then again, it's a complicated crafting system. Or at least I think it's supposed to be. I haven't done a whole lot of crafting in MMOs. This almost feels a bit like some of the more complicated crafting-related Minecraft mods. You gotta get this to get that, and then that for this, and then this other thing for that thing, and then finally you can get the component for the piece that you want to make, and it's component 1 of 20. Okay, maybe it's not as complicated as some of those Minecraft mods, but, you know. Some of those mods get ridiculous. But I already have a decent amount of chert already. At least enough for to do like one thing of oil. Which is not that much experience. How much do we actually need? Alright, we need to unlock refining. And then we might also need to unlock soils. Because I don't know what basic refining teaches us. But I know soils are abundant. So being able to turn soil into something useful would theoretically provide lots of experience for just lots of random soil that we pick up anywhere. Plus maybe we can turn sand into something. Why can't I turn marble into anything? I've got tons of marble. Diorite. I got lots of diorite. Sure, I actually don't have that much of. But there's nothing I can craft with those resources just yet, so it doesn't do me any good. Alright. I have to unload this junk that I've collected. Let's put it on the side of this hill. Did it work? Oh, my hopper's empty. Something unusual I noticed, because I was on this planet earlier. When I dumped my hopper out, nothing came out. And I think it might just be related to the fact that this planet existed before they made the update that changed what you dump out of the hopper. This is not the chert I was mining earlier, but chert's chert, so... I'll take whatever chert presents itself to me. Oh my god, the battery on this thing. I liked it better last update. I need a better tool. We're doing all of this in the hopes of being able to craft a better tool. What all of this is about. And even this chirp mining is taking longer than I had necessarily hoped. Again, if I could do something with marble or granite or something that I have a bunch of right now, that would be stupendous. But I think I would need. I think I would probably need maybe this sedimentary one. I'm not sure. Let me see here. I don't know what kind of rocks these things even are. I'm gonna have to learn geology just to figure out what I'm doing here. Okay, this is a metamorphic rock. Granite is an igneous rock. Okay. This is also a metamorphic rock. Diorite is an igneous rock. Metamorphic, igneous. So, yeah, I was wrong about everything. So, the ones I would end up needing is metamorphic. Metamorphic isn't too bad. Igneous is a little more expensive, but metamorphic, I could turn marble into other things if I got metamorphic. But soil still probably seems like the best option just because soils are the most abundant and probably easiest to mine. Man, I'm gonna have to remember what kind of rocks are what kind of rocks. I'm pretty sure you can end up refining things into even like metals and other stuff. I could be wrong about that, but basically refining one resource into another resource instead of having to find it out in the wild is, I guess, part of the process. What kind of rock is limestone? One easy way to find out, I suppose. That's a sedimentary rock. Sandstone is also sedimentary. I guess that kind of makes sense. Limestone is also sedimentary. Okay. Because limestone is on the same... See, all of these sedimentary rocks are the ones that I can, I think, turn into oil. So if I accidentally pick up some sandstone, or not some sandstone, or if I accidentally pick up some limestone along with it, then that's totally fine. Let me see here. Where's the limestone? Limestone. See, look, there's all this limestone here, too. So that's just as good as chert. Matter of fact, there's more limestone than chert here. Maybe I should be mining limestone. Oh, the batteries. So it just kind of feels like chert and limestone are just kind of intertwined in this general vicinity here, so... That ends up becoming more and more crafting material. This definitely feels a bit MMO-y. Alright, I honestly think it might be worth it just to go turn in my quests and see if I get enough money to buy a terraformer and see if it's better than the one I have. Because I honestly don't know. So we'll do some missions until I can get a better... Or until I can get a terraformer and see if it's better than the one I started with. It's probably not. It's probably the identical one. It's probably just for people who chose a class that didn't start with one. I'm really regretting not starting with, like, the crafter class. Because I think that might have unlocked some additional things that would have prevented us from having to do this bit of a grind. Somebody built something weird up there. That say something? Someone write something up there? Alley-oop. What is this all made out of? Jeez. Whoops. Ow. Well, it's getting light out, so I should be able to maybe get a better idea if somebody wrote something there. Looks like writing. Oh! Someone wrote the name of the planet. Baractus 3. Got it. So I was correct. Someone did write. Oh, jeez. Loading into space. Floating into space. Is there a button to roll? Because I feel so off-center going like this. I want to be oriented with the space station I'm flying towards. Oh, what the heck is this glowy light? At least I made it to the mission board. Complete. Complete. I don't think that gave me enough money, though. Let's take a look. We can go back to Bractus and do another survey. But I kind of want to see... We can. There's multiple surveys for Baractus. Too bad I can't take more than one. There is a MacGuffin on Baractus, so that's... Okay, that gives us two things to do. Which one of the surveys is worth more money? This one. Alright, so we're going to find a MacGuffin and survey on Baractus. And I'm just going to remind myself what the tool costs. 1,000. Okay. These missions should do it. And then we'll find out if the store-bought one is better than the basic just started the game one. The newbie one. It probably isn't, and I'm probably wasting my time, but I'd rather break up the non-stop mining with a little bit of adventuring. A little bit of running around, exploring things. Of course, one thing that's really kind of something I would like to do, but don't feel like I have the stuff to do right now, is build a homestead. It's Reaper. Let's see, where is our missions? Over there is that. Way over there is that. Okay, is this the... Which one is this? Is this the MacGuffin? I think this is the MacGuffin one. So... There's a MacGuffin potentially under this big-ass tree. This might be hard to get to. Especially considering there seems to be a lot of loose soil here. And there's a lot of trees in the way. I don't have the tool to properly deal with trees, but I think I could probably... Maybe I could destroy a tree? I'm not sure. Made a noise. Okay, and apparently I'm trapped here. Because if I leave, the mission is a failure. Alright. Wow, a lot of pop-ups there, huh? They really get queued up, don't they? Alright, it's only 8 meters away. We only have to deal with loose dirt for 8 meters. With a god-awful battery. Come on now. Oh, wait. It says G to collect MacGuffin, but apparently that's not working, so I'm gonna have to keep digging. MacGuffin is stuck in a tree. G does not collect the MacGuffin. Not when there's a tree in the way. Or dirt in the way. I don't know which. If it's the dirt that's in the way, then that's understandable. If it's the tree that's blocking it, how do I get rid of this tree? Die, tree! I feel like there's a guild that would not be happy with me trying to murder trees. Very active guild in the Stars Reach community as is. Am I close enough yet? I mean, it has got to be inside the tree. It's still inside the dirt, but it's probably inside the tree, inside the dirt. At least I can look inside the tree. Oh, I'm starting to see it. It is definitely inside the tree. Accuse it of treason. There, I can see it. I'm starting to expose it. But I can't pick it up still. Because I'm wanting to assume because it's still buried. And I just have to unbury it. But then I might have to figure out how to get rid of the tree. I got it. I got it, I think. Yes. Okay. Haha, not even a tree can stop us from collecting. That looks like it hurts. What do you guys think? That looks uncomfortable. I mean, I guess maybe it's theoretically possible that I could hold it like that. Not impossible to contort your arms quite that way, but it does look uncomfortable. Yep, still slightly broken. But yeah, we just go do a little bit of surveying, we grab the money, then we get our tool. Ooh. Also, this tool seems to be slightly broken at the moment. Because I saw that little thing pop up and I did not have the tool equipped. So... you're not supposed to see those unless you have the tool equipped. And I do hear weird static sounds even when the tool is not equipped. So I think that tool might have a bug in it. Because, yeah, look, that just popped up and my tool is not here. See, I put this tool away. They still show up. I pull out a different tool, they go away. But I can put this tool away, and as long as it's my last tool, it remains. So that's I feel like a bug report right there. Not the worst bug I've ever seen in games in general. I mean, I remember playing Fallout 76 for the first time, and Classic Bethesda. Let's just put it that way. I don't want to sit here and listen to the static the whole time, though, so I'm just going to pull out one of my other tools and put it away. Silence is golden. There we go. Right on through to the other side. Just heard another weird noise, I think. Sometimes I just can't identify the source of some of the sounds I hear in this game. Uh-huh. It sure is random, and I had a feeling that if I left that open for you, you'd take the bait. And you absolutely did. Are there like meteors flying through space over here? Oop, that was weird. Yeah, it looks like there's some sort of meteors flying around. Hmm. Oh, look, dancing. I feel like dancing. Normally when someone dances near you, they want you to dance as well, so they can heal their wounds. But I don't think I saw any healing messages, so who knows? Alright, complete. Now we can see if... Yeah, we definitely have enough money now to see if the tool shop version is better than the starting version. Let's find out. It does say buy starting tools. So this is probably absolutely the dumbest thing I could possibly do. The best thing I could probably do is to grab the harvester, which at least then would unlock new options for me. But instead, let's compare. Let's see if there's any way to compare this. So this is what I just got. Apparently, it's 250, 250, 250, 250 on all its qualities. Its battery is 300. Its battery regen is 25. Okay. I guess I can equip it over this one. This is just a regular terraformer. Okay. It has the exact same stats, so that was just a huge waste. But I have two of them now. Can I equip two of them? And when one's battery is dead, I switch to the other one? I mean... maybe that wasn't entirely useless? What I just did there? I mean, if it ends up working, then worth the 1,000 monies. Oh, look, it's somebody literally just named Catgirl. There we go. Let's hit the refinery here real quick. So we have some... Oh. I just realized something. We need to do more missions. Is the harvester the tool to collect wood from trees? Because I can also craft oil from wood. That probably would have been a lot easier. Then again, I don't know if that's actually the tool to get wood, so... Once again, I could do something wrong. Just not realize it. We made a little bit more oil. Looks like we got about 12 experience. Ooh. We just get to refining. I feel like experience will become a lot easier. I also feel like there are probably better ways to get... Misty Kitty. We saw Kitty. We saw Cat Girl. Now we see Misty Kitty. Everybody wants to be a cat. I'd make a comment about it being a server full of furries, but then again, I would have to end up including myself on that list too. Let's just go hit up a new planet. Alexa, what's with you and drop-bearing Meow? I mean, what'd she do? Oh, this is the sand planet again. I refuse. I refuse. I do not want to be on sand planet. Let's see what might... There's another option we haven't gone to yet. We went to the wormhole planet. We went to... I think... Is it... I think that's the one we went to. So this one. This is the other option we haven't been to today. She knows what she did. Oh, no, wait. No, this is Baractus. Never mind. It's the blue one we haven't been to today. Somebody built themselves a space house. With space picnic tables. Want to have a picnic? In space? A lot of creature trophies in here. Is this a bar? What is this? Feels like a bar. A nightclub. Also kind of feels like there's something else up here. Whoop. A little weird to get into. Alright, so this is the upstairs. It kind of seems like a nice little viewing platform. Can I get out an easier way? Is this... Okay, yep. There we go. Now I feel upside down. We wanted to go the blue one, right? The blue one's over here. And all the platforms are now above us, beaming light down. There's no up in space, except when everything people build is oriented in the same direction. Yep, this is the planet we haven't been to today. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Still waiting on things to load in. There we go. See, there's a little change of scenery here. I think the mother shark is over there, though, so... Alright, Alexa. Rest up. You're gonna need it. And your patience to deal with me tonight. All the rest and all the patience. Alright, so can I actually... What do I want to try to look for here? Any sedimentary rock is good. I guess this is technically also one. Alright, so that stuff is up that way. This one doesn't seem to be, working. Honestly, I'm halfway tempted just to go back to Baractus to try to get the resources we need. Because this resource looks like it's going to be all the way up a mountain. It could be up this mountain in particular. Sally, what's happening? How are you doing today? Still up, huh? Where are these rocks? What kind of rocks are these walls made out of? Tired? Everybody's tired today. How come nobody got enough sleep? Is this what I came up here for? These 4 little bits? Feel like this was a wasted effort. Oh. Well, it's still a little bit here, apparently. You slept over 9 hours? Very long weeks back to back. Oof. What's you been up to? I think I emptied the hopper there. Oh, hey, there's more of the stuff I need right here. I mean, hey, if it's here, it's here. Oh, the first day of school going back. Okay. So this experiment seems to be working. It does appear that if I have 2 of the same tool, when one's battery is dead, I can just swap to the other. I mean, sure, why not, right? Okay, no more of that resource on this mountain. I climbed up here for that little bitty bit. Andrew's tired too. Left for work at 5 a.m. It's been a bit crazy today. Oh, God. 5 a.m. sounds hella rough. Alright, what's down this way? Kids do be tiring. That is a true statement. Adults be be tiring too. That is also a true statement. The adults have been the ones wearing out. Oh, good God. When the adults are a bigger problem than the children. Now, when you say the adults, are you talking people you work with, or maybe parents of the kids, or what affiliation are these adults? The resource is far above me. I gotta go climbing yet again. That is also true. Some children are better behaved than some grown adults. Alright. And, you know, with some kids, it's... sometimes they're better behaved than some adults, and sometimes they're not. That's the case, I feel like, with my kid. My daughter, sometimes she's nice and well behaved, a nice, calm little baby. Easy to deal with. And other times she's not. Just the way it works. Alright, so this is scheduled to church. This is okay. And this one doesn't work. Why doesn't this one work? It can't scan things. Like, one of my tools, the scanner works. The other tool, the scanner doesn't work. This one, no work. I switched to the same tool, but I have 2 of them. Now it works. That's a little strange. The adults still wear out anymore. Oof. Like, so some days you wish you could just deal with the kids and no one else. Fair enough. But I don't know. Anything in particular that's been driving you crazy? Or is that getting too much into it and you don't want to go into it? Okay, apparently I was like mining without a beam there for a second. Man, I don't know if it's like just... Okay, there we go. Now things are working a little bit better. I'm having some weird reactions to the fact that I am using two of the same tool. Like, theoretically, I should just be able to switch back and forth. And when one's battery's dead, the other one should work, but... proving difficult at times. Oh, I found some silt. I don't think that helps me. Nothing specific, really. Just the tiring start of the school year, huh? Admin always wants stuff. Other staff doesn't read their emails. And parents think they should always have special exceptions. Don't they all? Oh, hopper's full. Is this the planet where hoppers are also doing weird things? Possibly one of the planets where hoppers are doing weird things? But all we need to do is unlock the refining skill, and that should give us a lot more access to crafting experience. That being said, let me see here. Yeah, we are running a little short on time to continue doing this, so I might have to wrap it up here soon. I know last week do I hear thunder? Anyway, as I was saying, last week I think I ran a little longer than I should have, so I need to make sure I don't do that this week. But of course, this is just like one of 2 streams today. I end up having to take a break, take care of the baby for a few hours, eat dinner, and then we come back and play, I guess, Viscera Cleanup Detail. Random, are you ready to put up with my shit tonight? Man, that house looks like it's decked out for Christmas. Kind of want to go look at it a little bit before we wrap things up tonight. I'm glad that Random can confirm that I am indeed hearing thunder. All right, let's see. Yeah, oh, you know, I think we saw this house technically last stream. Because it just has a bunch of floating things, including floating lights. But you don't have to leave them floating like this. It's a weird design choice. Saving up the golden potatoes for good or gross. All right, good deal. We can definitely do that tonight. Alright, where is the... There it is, refinery. How much oil can I do? Just one oil. All that, just one oil. I mean, experience is experience, right? Alright, let's look at this. Okay. So in order to get refining, I need 300. I'm at 75. Okay, I might do some... oh, random's gonna do a good or gross right now. Okay, fair enough. But I think I am gonna go ahead and... we're gonna go ahead and wrap up Stars Reach. I might do a little research to see what I can do to speed up crafting experience and the like. But we'll go ahead and do good or gross. We'll get it going here. I'll get the predictions started. Good or gross? Get your predictions in. Is it good? Is it gross? Let's find out what color it is. I should have probably done that first. Ooh, here we go, guys. We're back to licorice or burnt rubber yet again. It's better than dead fish, but it ain't great. So get in on the prediction. Do you think it's going to be good? Do you think it's going to be gross? Do you think it is going to be good, as in licorice, which I disagree with, but roll with it? Or is it going to be gross? Burnt rubber. All right, we got one person in on gross. Just the one. Running out of time. There we go. One good, one gross. Head-to-head matchup. 100 golden potatoes, 100 channel points on the line. All right, well, here we go. Good or gross? Licorice or burnt rubber? Oh, that's burnt rubber. But I probably would have had a very similar reaction to licorice, honestly. Ugh. Yeah, what's even weirder is there's still jelly beans. So it tastes like burnt rubber, but it also tastes sweet. It's sweet burnt rubber. So, you know, you can get that burnt kind of charred flavor, but then it's like somebody coated it in sugar. Oh, all right. Confirm. Gross. Yeah, there we go. GG. Prediction result is gross. So, yeah. The GP, the golden potatoes, channel points, they go to Andrew. Congratulations. Who went good? I could probably see the details. Maybe it would tell me. It tells me total voters, but I don't think it tells me who did what. So, I don't know. Random, you actually did good? Are you following the Alexa school of thought where it's like either it's good and you win channel points, or it's bad and you get to laugh at me eating a disgusting jelly bean? So either way you win. Well, either way. So I'm going to take a break here. We're going to wrap up this stream, and then we will be back at 7 o'clock tonight to do Viscera Cleanup Detail. And I will be joined by Random Alexa in-game. So you guys take it easy. Have a good one. Thanks for joining us. Until next time, everyone.